Good morning, Western Washington, and happy Friday. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather, and today we're going to take a look at the forecast for the next couple days and some interesting extended forecast outlooks that came out yesterday, and those outlooks are looking at the forecast for this winter. So let's take a look here at the UW satellite. You can see partly cloudy along the coast with that marine layer burning off. Lots of low clouds here over areas from mainly Everett southward. We got some drizzle across the South Sound this morning that was measurable rainfall. And then you can see from Everett northward, partly sunny with some areas of clear skies and lots of clouds in the Cascades as well. Could have some cool lenticular clouds across parts of the North Cascades and the Cascades here, especially over some of the volcanoes like Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, and Mount Hood. So if it clears out some today, we might be able to see some neat looking clouds. Let's take a look at our overall pattern. As you can see here on Friday, we're kind of between some troughing that's moving off to the east and this ridge that's starting to build to our west. This ridge will bring a dry day on Saturday before some rain moves through. As you can see, this subtle trough here that allows some rain to get areas mainly from Seattle northward on Sunday. And then take a look at this huge ridge that builds here. Although it is moving pretty quickly to the east, it will bring some nice conditions from Monday to Wednesday, with temperatures peaking there on Tuesday with highs in the mid to upper 70s. We'll take a look at that in a minute. And you can see as we go through Wednesday toward Thursday, that ridge starts to move off to the east pretty quickly, and we could introduce some rain chances to the forecast, so stay tuned for more on that. Let's take a look at that rain. You can see the drizzle across the region today. That ends fairly soon here, and then you can see that most of the systems just remain up in British Columbia there. We do get this rain that starts to sag over the area Sunday night, though that doesn't last for very long, and nor is it too strong. And you can see there as we go through Monday and Tuesday, that ridge is still keeping all of those systems in British Columbia there. So stay tuned for more as we get more information on the extended forecast on what rain could possibly make its way into our area. So here's that total precipitation there from the National Blend of Models. You can see through Monday, really only areas Everett northward get a little bit of drizzle, some rain in the North Cascades, and maybe a tenth of an inch around Bellingham, but really not impactful at all for Western Washington, and areas from Everett southwards should just stay completely dry. So now let's take a look at high temperatures. You can see today some low clouds around, so it won't get too warm. Highs in the low to mid 60s from Seattle north and the mid to upper 60s from Seattle south. We warm up some on Saturday with partly sunny conditions and no rain. Highs in the mid to upper 60s Seattle northward and upper 60s to low 70s Seattle south and mid 60s on the coast. Cool down a little bit for some portions in the north end on Sunday with highs in the mid to upper 60s up there, and again low 70s from Seattle southward and mid to upper 60s on the coast. Start to warm up some more on Monday with that ridge coming in. Upper 60s Seattle northward and low 70s Seattle southward. Now take a look here at Tuesday. This is when temperatures will peak with that ridge. Highs in the low to mid 70s from Seattle north and in the mid to upper 70s from Seattle southward. Some areas south of Chehalis could get into the 80s, and there in parts of Mason and Grays Harbor counties could get some low 80s. And take a look at the coast on Tuesday as well. Highs in the upper 60s to mid 70s. So a really nice day across the region on Tuesday. You can see that starts to change on Wednesday with onshore flow returning. The coast drops back to the mid 60s, and the lowlands drop to the upper 60s to low 70s from Seattle north and the low to mid 70s from Seattle southward. And by Thursday, as we start to possibly introduce more systems, the entire area drops back to the mid to upper 60s. So now let's take a look at these extended forecasts that have come out somewhat recently. Right here we're looking at the sea surface temperature anomaly across the Pacific Ocean for September, October, and November. And as we play that through all the way through this winter, you can see this below average area of sea surface temperatures means that we have a La Niña setup, which generally brings cooler and wetter conditions to the Pacific Northwest. So if you like snow and storms for the Northwest, this is something you want to see. So let's take a look at those extended outlooks from the National Weather Service Climate Prediction Center. You can see this is the seasonal temperature outlook for October through December. Generally equal chances of above or below average temperatures for the Northwest. However, that precipitation from October to December there, you can see we're showing an above average precipitation signal already here. And then November, December, January, you can see again equal chances for temperatures there, but above average precipitation. And then here is the official winter outlook, December, January, and February. And you can see below average temperatures are likely for most of the north tier of the United States, from North Dakota all the way to the Pacific Northwest. And then you can see a stronger signal for above average precipitation. So that is a classic La Nina setup, below normal temperatures and above average precipitation. And that could bring some more snow chances, possibly for the lowlands, but definitely to the mountains. So stay tuned over the next few months here as we continue to talk about that La Nina setup and what that can bring to the Northwest. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share these videos and help Western Washington weather grow. Stay tuned, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.